Whether you're on a simple day hike or a multi-day trip into the bush, you never know when you might need to hit survival mode. Survival is exhausting and hard, so the easier you can make it on yourself, the more chance you have of surviving. But there's way more to it than just chewing grubs and lighting fires with sticks. It's as much about the skills as it is about preparing your mind to cope with any situation. If you found yourself in a survival situation, would you be able to cope? Here are 10 essential tips to help you survive in the wilderness. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our future updates. Number 1. Be prepared. Take time to learn what you might come across before you go out, because being prepared and anticipating the problems you might encounter could help you avoid a survival situation altogether. Whatever trip you go on, make sure you pack everything you need. Number 2. Stay calm. Panic is one of the biggest dangers of all when you're out in the wilderness. If you get nervous or scared, the body naturally goes into fight or flight mode. Being able to control that is crucial. When the shit hits the fan, slow down, think clearly, and choose wisely. 9 out of 10 times a situation will arise due to a crisis, bad decisions, being ill-prepared, an accident, or natural disaster. Keep calm and tap into the vagus nerve. Number 3. Build your skill set. Survival isn't a game of chance, it's a game of skill. So learn as many skills, techniques, and survival strategies as you can. Take courses, read books and magazines, watch YouTube. Just be careful where you look. Number 4. Keep practicing. However full your tool belt is, it's useless if you don't know how to use what's on it. You need to practice your skills regularly and keep them sharp, so they come naturally when you need them. Use your tools on a regular basis and don't let them get rusty. In a survival situation, you'll be tired, hungry, and stressed. You want to be able to crack into the practical side of things without having to think about it, so your mind can deal with a plan of attack. Number 5. Know how to plan. Before you go on a trip, you need to make as many plans as you can. Have a plan A, but also a plan B, plan C, and even more in your pocket. You need to be flexible and prepared to switch if things go wrong. While executing plan A, be thinking about a plan B, so if you need to use it, you can crack straight into. Try to constantly stay one step ahead of yourself. Know when to call it and when to walk away. Number 6. Pack the important stuff. Packing is a major part of preparation, but it's very much about personal preference and depends on the conditions you expect to encounter. Travel light and only pack what you need, but never forget the essentials. Number 7. Learn what to eat. There's far more to eating wild than munching on squishy grubs and staying away from poisonous toadstools. Know your bush tucker and how to eat it, because having a menu of what to look for can keep you from starving. Your environment can provide you with valuable nutrition. There are a lot of things we can eat out there, so learn how to identify natural edibles in the plant and animal kingdom. Finding a natural source of fresh water is critical. Get a book on edible vegetation, ideally specific to the region you're in. And if you can't identify what you see, don't eat it. Generally, insects like crickets and grasshoppers are off. Things with more than 6 legs are not. And if you're going to eat slugs, cook them first to kill the parasites. Number 8. Learn how to build a shelter. You need to protect yourself from the elements, because if you don't, then depending on what climate you're in, you can quickly become cold, wet, or overheated. If it goes to the extreme, your body won't be able to cope. Learn how to build different types of shelters. Once again, practice of this knowledge is key. It's one thing to read about it and another thing to do it. Before you build any shelter, plan it. What you're sheltering from and how long for defines how robust it needs to be. And pick the right site, near water, but safe from flooding, naturally sheltered, and with lots of natural materials to hand. Number 9. Know how to make a good fire. Always plan to build a fire, because you never know when you might need to stay warm. Even if you aren't planning to be out overnight, you could injure yourself and need to stay warm while waiting for a rescue. Look for dry standing wood and split it with a knife. It's key to get enough small kindling and dry wood to get the fire moving. Normally, I'd always take a rubber inner tube or some kind of fire lighter. Never light a fire direct on wet ground, because it will steam and put it out. Build a bed of dry wood first. That bed can be as big as you like, and as the fire starts to burn on top, the burning embers drop down into the dry wood to keep it going. Number 10. Stay positive. Survival is a mind game. You need to know your body's limits and be prepared to push them to the extreme, but not beyond. The mind's an amazing weapon and an amazing tool. Learn how to use it wisely. Stay focused, stay positive. That brings us to the end of this video. What do you think of our video? If you have any survival techniques, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our future updates. Thank you for watching.